Good evening and welcome to Catching Up with Kaysen. I'm Kaysen Asher and today's guests are Ricky and David Molnar, two brothers from Katy, Texas who share a love for photography. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So let's start with you, Ricky. What's got you started interested in photography?
So when I first bought my camera, I was actually going to use it for video. About 3 or 4 years ago, a few friends and I got really into short films and everything like that, entered a few festivals, but nothing really, came to fruition from that. So I started shooting my cats around my house, as everybody does. And from there on, the pictures were turning out great. And I was like, I bet I can take this to the next level, and that's what kind of drove it.
Awesome. So David, we'll go on to you next. What would you say that you followed in your brother's footsteps, or would you say that you were always interested in photography as well?
Oh, I definitely followed in Ricky's footsteps. Like he said, he was taking pictures of our cats, and he'd take me out, and he'd make me model for him, and the pictures were turning out really great, so I started getting a little jealous, ran out, got the same camera as he did, and I've been following him ever since, and he's a great tutor. So
that's awesome. So do you guys have a certain subject you both like to shoot, or do you have like your own individual tastes?
It's a good question because we kind of shoot the same thing. It's usually models in nature or even animals in nature. Just as long as we can go out to a hiking trail or find some nice landscape and then put a subject there, kind of create a scene. That's kind of what we try to do.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's amazing. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we come back, and we'll have Ricky and David give us a lesson in photography. But first, we'd like to show you guys some of their work. We're back with Ricky and David discussing more about photography. Now Ricky's going to show me how to use a camera while David models for us.
And if you'll just step right there. Yeah. So what you're going to do when you first take the picture, this little button right there, you're going to half press it down till it focuses on them and click it all the way down. And you might get 2 shots out of it, but it happens a lot. So just go ahead.
Let's see.
Oh, you got one.
Just
there
one.
You go.
Okay.
So it's super dark. You can hardly even see what's
dark.
going on there. The reason why is because my settings are kind of as if we're shooting outside in bright sunlight. Usually whenever I shoot, I always focus on 3 things: ISO, aperture, and shutter speed. So first of all, we're going to change ISO. ISO is your camera sensitivity to the light. So right now, like I said, we're shooting as if it's on a bright sunny day. Let's shoot it to 400, a bit less harsher light. Next, we can go to aperture. Aperture is kind of how your eye squints when it's super bright outside. So right now we're not letting a lot of light in. As you can see, there's like that little model for you, And so you open it up and you can just tell that you're going to get more light in. Lastly is going to be shutter speed. So right now we're shooting at 1/400th of a second. If we half that and shoot at 1/200th of a second, doesn't sound like a lot, but it is going to give us a lot more light. So
we'll try that. Oh, awesome.
Look at that,
so much better.
You can actually see a bit more definition in his face and everything like that. So usually when we go out, we do shoot underexposed. That's just because we like the challenge in post-production. It's actually a bit better. You get more information from the shadows and everything like that.
Yeah, so it's more a creative choice.
Exactly, definitely.
Gotcha. All right, guys. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much, Ricky and David, for taking time out of your day to talk with us. And thank you to the viewers for hanging out with us today. Until next time, I'm Kaysen Asher, and this was Catching Up with Kaysen. Goodbye.